Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the beautiful budding metropolis of Black Falls. Today we're going to be doing some residential layouts because we have a fairly high residential demand in our city right now, and I noticed over here, maybe they've disappeared since then, but we had some worker shortage issues, and obviously the way to solve that is to get more people to move to your city so that there's more people to work the jobs. So we are going to do residential expansion up into this area right here. Why are these people driving all the way over there? Make a U-ball in the middle of the street. I know that they can't do that. They can't seem to just interpret the law and be like, yeah, nobody's gonna find me doing this here, but they go all the way out here to make a U-ball. Is that the police? Well, maybe maybe they shouldn't break the law since they're the police. They need to be upstanding citizens. Anyhow, we're going to do a residential area in this, and I don't really have an exact plan for this, so we're going to do it very organically as far as whatever comes to my mind. Oh, and I also downloaded a new mod, as you might have just seen there. This is called Precision Engineering, I believe. And it tells you a couple things. I've got two mods that are doing the same thing right now, as you can kind of see. Right in the middle of the road there, you see 12 units. And again, you can see it at the end. That's the other mod doing that right now. And I think both mods, in fact, may be doing the exact same thing, although one has a little green indicator. The mod that I just downloaded, it has some controlling keys. So if you hold Alt, is it Alt or is it Shift? Okay, there you go. So it's got some different information and things like that. I don't know exactly what we're supposed to do with this, but I guess it's holding some angles or something. So that's the shift key. Now control key lets it click between 5 degrees. So you can go between 5 degrees. I thought Alt did something too, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm not exactly sure, but shift is doing this. Control is making it click between 5 degrees. What about control and Alt? No, control shift or shift Alt. I don't think that's doing anything differently than just shift. I don't know, kind of cool, I guess. Yeah. It's kind of neat because then you can kind of see where your angle will go back. Like, if you wanted to do this road and then into there. Why is it blinking on me? That didn't quite actually hit where it said it was going to, now did it? I guess if you click there and then... No, see, it's still not doing what it said it was going to do. It didn't come in at that angle. Let's try... No, see? I'm holding all the key modifiers I can possibly think of, but it didn't do what it said it was going to do. Because when you looked at it from this angle, it looked like it was going to come in right into the center of that intersection. If you click here, right? That's kind of what you think. But it doesn't. It pulls it over to this side for some reason. What if I went from this side instead? See, why is it pulling from there? That shouldn't have been that way, right? I mean, you should be able to pull from this center. A little odd. I'll have to figure that out later. But it is neat to know what angle you're coming off of the road at anyway, so you can really get a feel for it. Like, this is perfectly 90. You could click it up to... Oh wait, what's the 5 one? There we go. 100 degrees, 106. Oh, that's went to 1.5 degrees. Now it's bending. Yeah, anyhow, kind of interesting. We'll just do this one 90 degrees. I just wanted to finish off this kind of T right here. What can we do on the inside? It looks like it'd be good to pull something in from here. And maybe we'll do just a small little bump up into here. And then one straight off of this. Little interior road. A little bit of wasted space, but no big deal. Now this road here, I don't have any plans for where it was going to end up. I suppose, you know, you could just break it off and pull it back this way, but that looks kind of strange. I wonder if we don't just continue this avenue. Let's grab the avenue here. Pull this straight up, and then we'll just chunk off that road to the avenue. This is going to be integral to this new neighborhood, so we need to finish this off. Something like that. That looks kind of cool. Okay, so let's do something interesting in here. Just with a regular single lane road. Oh, look at this. Wow, that's kind of cool. How does that look from above? I kind of dig that, actually. I kind of like it. Yeah. Yeah, alright. Let's keep it. Let's keep it. Let's section this off just a touch. And I think we're going to want another avenue coming through here. Maybe we'll parallel this a little bit. Kind of like that. Where do we need to attach to make this look proper? Well, it's never going to look quite proper in any event. Something like this. 90.8 at the top. Okay, that's about as good as it's going to get. Just a little rainbow kind of a thing. Sorry, I had to take a little bit of a break there because my dog was going absolutely manic. I usually have him outside when I'm doing recordings, but he insisted on being inside to eat his supper today, so you get a little bit of barking in the background. You have to live with it. Okay, so we've got a kind of a parallel avenue road mix here. He's barking again. He is barking again. Give me one sec. I'm putting him outside. Okay, we are back, and sans barking this time. He comes in to eat his supper, and all he does is bark at people that are walking by on the street. Like, how dare those people think about walking in his residential neighborhood? Okay, hey, this is kind of looking pretty neat, actually. Let's continue this road straight up here. It's not exactly, like, right in the middle of that curve, but I think it adds a bit of interest. Now, do we want to just get really boring with this and section it off? Something is making the roads blink in this mod. See what it's doing? Something is making it do that. I don't know. Like, we could do something kind of boring, a little bit like this. You know, just like section. Oh, maybe that's not so boring. It kind of looks neat. Now that I think about it. Precision engineering, my butt. It's got snap points. That's the best we're going to get. The radials are kind of going off the rails at this point. Let's just try this again. Let's start one from each side. Stop blinking. Say right there. And then maybe one in the center. And then we'll try to do one dividing. Tiny little bit wonky on the one end, I think. On this bit right here. Let's just try this one more time. You'll never notice it's not even once there's houses in there, so kind of like it. Maybe we'll continue it on this side. It's eventually going to have to kind of turn right here. Come back into the thingamajig. How's that? Kind of a neat looking thing. Maybe just to make this one different than the rest, we'll just do that. In fact, we could do that for a couple of them. It'll give us some nice interior streets. Maybe we'll do that one again here. Do we want it exactly 90 though? I'm not sure. I wish they'd give you a few more snap points. There we go. I don't think we're gonna do all of them. Certainly not all of them. I don't really like this one, so let's take that out. I think that looks pretty cool. I'm not satisfied with this, though. And I'm not really satisfied with that in general. So let's take that right out. We'll just leave it like that. And then I'm not going to continue this on the interior space here. So let's make... We're not going to connect back onto either of these avenues from these two interior areas because we just don't want the intersection. So whatever we're going to do here has to be absolutely interior the entire way. I don't really think that... Well, there is a lot of bloody lights here. We may end up having to downgrade this to road instead. And maybe upgrade this to be the avenue, because that seems to be a bit of a main road. Yeah. Or unless we break these connections. We could break some of those connections, but then I don't think it looks as good. Let's just give this a shot. So that would be the closest we could go, and that typically glitches this out, as you can see. Well, it kind of connected the sidewalk, which isn't so bad, right? Now we take out those intersections there. Maybe we'll just leave this as the only intersection. Let's give that a try. So sidewalk connect, which is perfectly fine. In fact, probably ideal that the sidewalk does connect. That one connected nicer than these two, though. I wish they would all kind of connect like that. Yeah, okay. Well, we'll leave this one like this, but I definitely want to take out the other ones. Okay, let's just continue this on. This is going to be way better for traffic flow than having all of these intersections, because these are all producing lights. And if you've been watching the series long enough, you know that I don't download the traffic mods that take lights out and stuff like that, because they have a tendency to screw other things up, and I don't really feel like screwing up my save file, so I don't download them. Although I have been so tempted to download Traffic++. And if you've used it, you're probably, you know, saying, download it, but man, one corruption and I'm pissed. You know, I don't want a game file corruption. So we were able to leave this avenue perfectly intact while still joining our sidewalks, which was fantastic. Do we put some alleys in? We had some alleys down here. They kind of look ugly, but they're super functional, right? The people, like, if you watch these alleys from time to time, you see lots of people using them. And they are absolutely fantastic for keeping pedestrian flow in your city. And people will walk all over the bloody place with these alleys in mind. Like, look at, there's tons of people walking through them. And it saves them from having to go all the way around the block. But maybe we do, but I don't know. We have all the sidewalks connected here, so we probably don't need them in this area. I'd say we don't. Okay, so interior space right here. What do we want to do here? It'd be kind of cool to like take this angle, continue it just slightly. So let's see if we can do that. Continue that angle just slightly. Okay, is that angle being continued, or there's too much information there, I can't see. So control is giving me a little bit, yeah, okay, so 80 degrees, does that look like it continued straight through? It kind of does. Take that angle, and then go 90 degrees down from there. And let's see, let's hold control. 145, 150... 89.5. I want it exactly parallel to this. Where do I get that? It's jumping all over the place. Okay, that looks pretty darn right in my mind. And then this one's kind of already 90 degrees down. So we could fill that in. Yeah, it's slightly less than 90 by the looks of it. Because I know this one is, for sure, this one's 90 degrees. But that one, ever so slightly not. Okay, let's put a couple little roads between here. Maybe one onto this road. And then in here, let's do like a little interior... Let's maybe join the sidewalks up again if we can. And then we'll just do little tiny streets inward. Just like that, and then maybe one down this way. Maybe just to there. We want to do a little spicer right off of here. A little spicy bite of a street. Yeah, okay. I like it. I like that. Okay, this side. Start at the same place, I guess. So we'll do kind of like this. And then what do we want to do here? Do we want to do like another one that connects through? There's already a road here. I don't know if we want to have another one adjoining this. Maybe we do like vertical ones. Just do like a super efficient one. But we might want an alley there, so let's put a space in. We don't need a second alley, but that lines up fairly okay. Let's get a pedestrian path in there. Just like one right about here. Let's do a paved one. Let's do a paved one. Just like that. Okay, what do we want to do at this top spot? Maybe a curve. Where do we want to bring it from though? So we got, this is our main road. Do we want to bring it off the main road or maybe on this one? Let's just see. How does that look? That looks actually pretty darn good. It matched up this angle quite well. So let's go with that. And then we'll do a couple little interior streets in here. And you know what? Let's run one. Kind of, no, you know I don't like that. Don't like that at all. Do another, we'll do kind of like what we did at the bottom here. So we'll put a few of these little radial arms in here. Kind of looks like eyelashes. Anywhere that we want to have an alley, I wouldn't mind having an alley right in this center. Like joining from this street over. That makes a ton of sense to me. Otherwise, say if people wanted to get from here to there, they could walk up this sidewalk and I believe over here. Like what if we did that? Kind of looks ugly, but it's super functional anyway. Now if they were here and they wanted to get over here, they'd have to walk all the way around. So we might want to do something about that. Like pull one here to there. And that one's okay, they can get out that way. Same kind of here, maybe one of these should be connected to the main road. Something like that, or all of them even. Let's whoops, I right clicked. Yeah, why did I put it on the non-center part? That's a little more central. It's still a little to the right. This one looks like I could get it on the center though. There we go. Okay, so now they've got an easy access to the main avenue. Any issues down here? They've got that one. I think that looks okay. This is a fairly big expanse through here. So I wonder if we wouldn't do a path like straight through here. No, you know what? It's not too far to walk. If they wanted to get from here to the main road, it's not too far to walk. They'll do that. Any concerns on this side, like between blocks? I don't think they need it. We'll have to lay out some bus routes there anyways. Now let's think about we are fairly, I don't want to say deficient on services, but we have the bare minimum at this point. I had to put a little emergency mediclinic over here because I had some sickness brewing in this area and realized that we only had the one mediclinic, wherever the heck it is. Let's just see here. Right here. That was the only one we had in the city, and these people just weren't accessing it, so I had to put an emergency one in. Right in the center of this main road would be probably a pretty good place to put some services. So why don't we grab a mediclinic? Let's see. Can't go on the path. So right there. And we'll do we need a police station? Probably not, but how's fire looking? So some fire deficiency up here and in the corner. I think we put another fire station in here. Let's just pause the game before they start yelling at me for power and water. Let's reserve the rest of this to fill in with some ornamental things, but for the time being, I think that's going to be pretty good for services. Let's get some piping. Where are my pipes? Hello? Hello, pipes? Uh-oh, what's happened? Oh my goodness, we got some sort of glitch or something. No pipes. Let's just put one. Yeah, they're not appearing. Okay, well, maybe we reset. Something's gone wrong, and I bet it has to do with precision engineering, because that's the last mod I downloaded. So we're not going to be able to lay the pipes today, unfortunately, but we still did get a really cool residential neighborhood in place. Let's, you know what, I'm going to save the rest of fixing this until the next time we play. I think that's a pretty darn cool neighborhood. We'll fill this in with some commercial later on, but I really like the way that this neighborhood turned out. It has a lot of interest in it. And we'll come back next time and fill in the zoning and the services and get this neighborhood running. So until then, guys, thanks very much for watching. Bye-bye.